Alrighty, everyone, we are back again with more Dragon Age Origins. Now, this might look different, and you see me running. Well, the main reason is because since we went the way we did, and I said no to leaving, uh, well, I had to go the long way. All the way back to the entrance to reach here. But we've gotten ourselves a crown. We have gotten ourselves... Oh, destroyed ourselves the Anvil of the Void. We have the way of securing Balin's ascension to the throne. And of course, murdered a madwoman who killed her entire house. Well, with that out of the way, let us go to Orzammer to end this feud and receive our prize. Dwarven aid against the Blight. Even if it was a painful journey along the way.
Lords of the Assembly, I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Steward, but the Grey Warden has returned.
Well, Warden, what news do you bring?
Well, I bear a crown from Paragon Caradin for his chosen king.
Caradin was trapped in the body of a golem. This warden granted him the mercy he sought, releasing him and destroying the Anvil of the Void. Before he died, Caradin forged a crown for Orzammar's next king, chosen by the ancestors themselves.
I would like to believe Ogren's word, but it's well known the Grey Warden is Balin's hireling.
Silence! This crown is of Paragon make, and bears House Ortan's ancient seal. Tell us, Warden, whom did Caradin choose?
Caradin chose Balin.
At last, this farce is ended, and I can take my rightful place on my father's throne.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the King of Orzammer.
Do you acknowledge me as king?
I cannot defy a paragon. The throne is yours, King Balin.
Then as my first act as king, I call for this man's execution. Guards, seize him!
Haramat was an honorable rival. Haramat was an honorable rival. Let him retire in peace.
You know better than anyone the war facing us, Warden. Orzammer cannot afford to be divided. Anyone undermining my reign is serving only the Darkspawn. I will return to my palace to gather my generals and prepare our forces for the surface. I will see you there, Warden. You have my gratitude for all you have done for me.
Yeah, if he loses, he fights you. Like he straight up tries to commit a coup. But yeah, he is a dick and a tyrant. But he does what's better for Orzammer.
You have proven yourself and more, Warden. Without your aid, I would not have taken this throne so smoothly or so soon.
And also compared to Haramon, he was more likely to give you troops. Or willing to. Well, congratulations, bravo. Now where are my troops?
My generals are already preparing for a mission to the surface. When you have need of us, you shall have every able-bodied dwarf in Orzammer. Since you did more than I expected, I offer a personal reward as well. This is an ancient mace of House Iduken. It's said to be enchanted against Darkspawn. I think you need it more than I do. Now, I have much to do. If there is nothing else...
Oh. I'll return to the surface. Thank you for your aid.
Good luck, Warden. May we both crush our enemies.
Yep. Wind has leveled up. However, sadly, I do not believe Wind has 20. Ooh, there we go. Win. Can you make the potion now? Alright, Master Herbalism. Once I get Master Herbalism, I can make that and complete that quest. I'll probably do it on the side. There is a few more things to clear up before we head out. So, let us be on our way.
You are stone-carved, Warden. I've never seen the like.
Ah, our Legion of the Dead friend.
If I'd heard it secondhand, I'd have called it a sodding lie. Warden, we've got a king because of you. The rest impressive, but the Legion is grateful most for restored leadership. It frees us to fight to the Darkspawn properly.
Well, I'm glad Ferelden needs you at your best.
Nay, our place is down here. When you break the Blight, and you've got the skill, we'll make sure they have nowhere to retreat. You'll have us indirectly. That's more than any surfacer can say.
Nice. Now, you can persuade him to do it, but actually, it is, in my opinion, a good idea to leave them behind tactically. Yes, they are very good commanders, and they'll do very well, but they do their best underground, especially when they have a chance to strike.
Best of the vein to you, Grey Warden. Until the stones embrace.
And to be...
The Warden has joined with Balin. We can't allow it.
Oh, come on, you crazies. It's already ended.
This is the part I like.
I was hoping for just, a little moment of peace to speak. But no, I can't have even that.
Let's grab some glory.
We must have victory.
Blast it. Careful. Let me at him.
Alright, we secured him. Ooh. Ooh, one of them actually... Ah, fuck, just a lifestone. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, right, that Mace of Iduken. Let's see how that is. Alistair, you use one-handed weapons. How's this compared to yours? 550 compared to yours. Messy kills. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it means it's more likely to just, brain someone. Basically. Let us go here. Well, we have the Shaper here, which will want something, but Orta as well.
I started to worry. I didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig?
Yes, I have the records right here.
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband. Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
Yep. Yeah. The smarter thing is to obviously go back piece by piece. Handle it then. Not like how I did it. My way of doing it was stupid. But I always enjoy running it as a dungeon dive.
Most impressive, Warden. King Balin's ascent to his father's throne has been recorded in the memories. Is there something more I can help you with?
Well, yes, there is, actually. I have some tracings you might be interested in.
What's this? A list of names. Most of these clans no longer even exist. Is this authentic?
You bet your hairy arse it is. Taken from a tablet in Caridin's fortress, no less.
Then is it true? The rumors of Caridin's so-called volunteers? Extraordinary! I would love to make a copy of this. The Shaperate has never had much information on Caridin and his golems, much less proof of this magnitude. Warden, I hope this artifact from our archives will suffice as a reward. I must inform the Shaperate at once.
Thank you. Item received. I don't know what the item is, I'll be honest with you. Ah, spell resistance. Nice. It is a good reward, for sure. Let us continue on. Now to the Shaperate, which would be, I think... Oh, the assembly, that's right. To these boys. Alright. Orta.
My name's Orta. After the old Orton house, they gave our seat back. And the records show which houses still owe House Orton money. One day, I will be able to properly thank you for all you've done for me.
Oh. Just continue supporting King Balin.
I will. And I don't know what treasure is left, but whatever I get, you can have as much as you want. I'll have to find someone willing to look. Maybe a whole expedition. If the Tig is still there, it must have something. House Orton will not forget this kindness. Didn't that sound official?
I'm glad we did some good. Glad we did some good. Because we did a lot of bad here. Put a tyrant in charge. But...
News of the hour. Lord Harrimont arrested. Thrown into prison.
A tyrant or an incompetent? Who would you prefer? That is always a tough question for king. But he is a king. He's not a... He's a man who's meant to rule for life. So you know what? They tend to be far more authoritarian and tyrannical than most. Mainly because, how do you keep power for a lifetime? Especially a dwarven lifetime. Well, hey buddy.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry.
Well, let me see your wares.
Best in the trade, you know. I worked the ore myself.
Yeah. Alright. What can I sell? I can sell the Idukin. Ah, delicious. Actually, go back to that smith one. Give me back this one. Alright, let's see what gold amulet and the gemmed bracelet. Yeah. Now, if we wanted to, we can actually secure the blood magic book. But there's Fielda.
You've returned. With all the excitement over the new king, I never expected you to remember my poor son. Did you learn anything about my ruck?
Yes, but you might want... But you might not want to hear it.
What is it? Is he dead? Oh, please don't torment me.
I'm afraid Ruck went crazy after too long in the deep roads.
Crazy? Oh, ancestors, save him. I've heard of this. Lost soldiers turning on each other, eating darkspawn flesh. Is that what happened to my boy? Why didn't you bring him home?
Ruck didn't want you to see him like that.
Such a good boy. Still thinking of me after all he's been through. I have to go to him. He needs me. Oh, he must be so frightened out there, so lonely. I thank you for what you've done. Even if you couldn't be bothered with more, take this. It's my husband's masterwork, the first shield he smithed. I was saving it for Ruck, but I want you to have it. As my thanks.
Yep. Despite everything, that's the conclusion I decided I had to go for. Despite everything, he deserves to have someone look for him.
At last, the rightful
And she
king is on
deserved the
throne.
truth.
In honor of our good King Balin, 2 silvers off anything you buy.
Well, let's just see what you have in
I'll
store.
take your gold. You're good for that.
Well, thank you for that. I don't think I've ever gypped you before. There we go. Then the last book. Alrighty, buddy. Come over here and give the blood magic
shall
book
be
to
done.
Papa.
You're back. You got more business for me?
Yeah?
Of course.
Did I already buy it? I might have already bought it. I don't remember at this point. But you can get some good stuff from this. Well, I guess I already got it. But let's read this book. We did get Tome of the Mortal Vessel. Use. Grab ourselves 16 strength. Let's get ourselves up to 20 strength, then we're good to go back into Dex. We might as well. Let us see what's in the Orzammer Chantry. Never been. We did help set it up. Ah, 2 worshippers.
Welcome to what will soon be Orzammar's first chantry. The chant of light will reach all corners of the world. We will never forget who made this possible.
Oh. I serve only Andraste.
May her memory live
I really
forever.
don't. Buddy, I'm a Dalish elf. Don't serve Andraste at all. But if it makes you happy, it makes me happy. Well, nice little chantry in here. I'm sure throwing a different religion who wants to convert everyone would be a bad thing. I doubt there's any way that could go wrong. But, Captain of the Guard.
It's hard to believe we have a king again.
That is
I
right.
suppose the ancestors truly favor the Idukans.
Yeah, it's the ancestors. Not me. Not my hatred of Haramont. Which, that's what it is. I really hate Haramont
Do you think
as
the
a
tower
character.
is ever going to get back to what it was?
It has begun.
I don't know.
Spare a few
A
bits
great
for an
number of
old
people
man.
died. It will be difficult to imagine rebuilding.
Yeah, I genuinely consider him incompetent as a leader. And I really hate him.
Give me a moment.
Sure, take your time.
By the stone. I feel like I'm about to fall off the world with all that sky up there.
Well, is it that strange to you?
Strange? Strange is your wife turning out to prefer the ladies, not living in a world without a bleeding ceiling. Well, let's get moving. We're losing, daylight.
I mean, he's an impressive man. He's turned a woman into liking. No, I know that's not the actual answer, but it is funny that way. He just is like, oh man.
What does your uncle say? Is he doing what you said?
Not so loud.
We're almost at a level up, actually. Holy cow. That is really nice. Right, it's not that one. It is this one. Yes, there it is. Let me out of here. Yeah, Lothering is destroyed. All the tags there. I think I'll go here, go up and around to the DLC stuff. Which, by the way, I've actually never done Soldier's Pass, Banloran's Lands, and the other one. The other DLC. Only DLC I've done for Origins is Awakening, so this should be interesting. I know one of them gives you another companion. I don't plan on using him, so I've been kind of ignoring him. But you know what? It's part of the ultimate experience, right? You get all the DLC, might as well make use of it. Sandal.
Enchantment?
That's right. I like...
Enchantment!
I want enchanting done. Oh, no I don't. Alright, there we go.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
See what you
I'm
have.
sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Perfect. Hopefully there's fucking potions. There is not. Oh, shit. But there is a backpack upgrade. Nice. Those are too expensive. Okay, increases magic. And is used... Okay, is used on that. So, first things first. As always, now that we are in camp. As we have a new visit and a new member. But first, we gotta offload some gifts. First off, let's start with our new boy. Right here. What he likes... Well, it's really simple. What he likes is booze. There you go.
That looks fine indeed.
There you go. I think it's this one.
That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed.
And more caboose.
That looks fine indeed.
Yep. I get you. You like the booze. You enjoy it. It's fine. Alright, I think that's all the booze. Yes. Alright, next up. Alistair. Black Runestone.
Is that for me?
Really? I think that's about it.
Wow! Wow!
Oh, I think he gets the totem.
Oh, thank you.
Nope.
That's very nice.
He does not. I fucked up. Alright, well, that's fine. I don't remember what she gets, so I'm going to ignore that. Liliana gets Andraste stuff.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Don't know about that one, so I'm going to leave that for now.
How dear of you. Thank you so much.
I don't know if you know, but I actually cheat on some of these and check out the potion, or check out where each gift goes. I don't know why I guessed on the other one when I wasn't sure. This one is for Sten.
Unexpected.
Yep.
Thank you.
I know. Alright. I know. The gold tends to go to her.
Interesting.
Damn, that one didn't go to her. Whatever. This one I know does.
What have you there? A mirror?
That's the important one, the mirror.
Just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago.
Exactly.
It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
is simply a present for a beautiful woman.
I have never received a gift. Not one that did not also come with a price attached. Perhaps there is a price to pay yet, hmm? If so, 'tis deserved. Thank you. Truly.
All right. Lots of bonuses, as you can see. Benefit of these is you strengthen your boys. All right. What other gifts do we got? Pretty sure I know who this goes to, but I am not taking that risk because that is an important one as well, if I'm not mistaken. So, we might as well start talking to people. Oh, actually, a mystery Failhammer.
Orzammer has sent her best, Warden. It has been a long time since the Dwarven army has marched on the surface.
That it has. Do you need anything?
Outfitting any army on short notice, there's always room for more gear. Gems would serve the most utility. The Middlestone, sapphires, and the like. We're dealing with many smaller foundries, and larger values might overwhelm.
Yep, we are paying for those. Turn in gems. Give all sapphires. Turn in gems. Give all malachites. Give all gems. Give all amethysts. Give all gems. Give all topases. Turn in crafting. Give all deep mushrooms. So we got a lot of those and we don't use them. And give all death roots. I didn't know I had any. Mages for the circle, give journeymen. Give all novices. Leave.
You are good to your troops, Warden.
That we are. And it got me a level up. 17, 18, 19. And that puts that to there. Which mode is this? Defensive fire? Nope. Let's talk to Ogren.
There you are. Wanted to talk to you.
Yeah? What do you want to talk to me about?
You and I, we've... you know how sometimes you spend time with people and things.
I love you too, Ogren.
What? Keep your hands where I can see them. Sheesh. Can a man address a friend without getting all weird? I was just asking a favor. You had to go all that on me.
Favor, what is it?
I was thinking, I do know some people out here on the surface. A person, actually. A girl I knew in Orzammer. Before I left, obviously.
Well, a girl you knew or a girl you knew?
What? Oh, you mean where we were running? Oh, aye. After Bronco left for the deep roads. Name's Felsi. She was a fiery one. I'm sure she's forgiven me by now. Thought maybe I'd track her down, see how she's been living.
Well, do you know how to find her?
Last I heard, she was gonna live with her mother on the surface, near some lake. Clean Bad Lake, was it? Yeah, I sod it, I don't remember.
Clean Bad? You mean Lake Callahan? We can go there.
No, I think it was Clean Bad. I remember because I thought, yeah, that's right. Dirty good, clean bad. Yeah. But thanks for offering to take us there. You're a good friend, Warden. No, what was it you wanted to say?
You teach me to fight like you do.
You want to be a berserker? Thought I'd never see the day. You're a monster on the field already, Warden. But your style just doesn't give itself to mad rage. Too much thinking, too much, finesse. But if you know someone fit for this type of work, I'll teach him. It'll be nice to have another berserker to grunt at for a change.
That sounds fair.
If you want to think like a berserker, drop fair from your vocabulary. If it works, that's all.
Well, we'll talk more later.
Aye, all right then.
We'll talk to Oregon in a second, now that we've got the quest. We'll probably grab it. We'll probably talk to him one final time after the quest, but I do want to get him this. Better than the apprentice one, I think. Yeah, 20% fire resist. Alistair. That's better for him. Alright, so we got some more things to do the quest stuff for. So Liliana gets... I pulled it up finally. She gets Silver Sword of Mercy.
Oh, how dear of you.
And the Etched.
Thank you so much.
That's about it for her. Morrigan gets... nothing else. I think some of these, like the Silver Ring, are generics. As I mentioned, Olgren gets booze. As long as you don't have booze, you're good. Sten's the most difficult. Sten gets the totem. Fuck. It's fine. Let's go back to Win. Let's see if we have anything for her. She would have got the wine dam. Okay. Who gets the shoes is the question. They're not for Sevron. Who gets the blue satin shoes? Might be a generic. Nope. There it is. It is Liliana. Okay, Liliana, here you go.
Oh, how dear of you.
Alright, so that's hopefully
Thank you so much.
far enough in. Alright. Ogrim's Old Flame, so let's talk to Win now.
What's on
He
your mind?
disapproved one for selling him. I love him. Is there something we can do to cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
In a sense.
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
You're not afraid?
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content, it is enough.
Well, are you content?
I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
Aye.
What's on your mind?
Oh. Do you have any regrets at all?
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
Tell me, it might make you feel better.
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
And you took him from his people and put him in the tower.
What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home. Time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him, too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me.
Yeah.
All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult.
What did he think of you?
Oh, I dread to think. I was a harsh taskmistress. He might have thought I was a demon in disguise. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive.
Yeah.
Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
What happened to him?
Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
He's dead then?
They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
It's not your fault.
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Anarin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
I think it's time to forgive yourself.
The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
I don't like any of these options, but there is at least a bright side in the end.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
Wins regret. Next one down.
What's on your mind?
Let us get... I was thinking about being a Grey Warden.
Is something troubling you?
Sometimes I wish I could go back to my old life. Simple life among the Dalish.
A Grey Warden should put aside the person that he used to be. It has shaped the person that he is, but he has become something greater. Grey Wardens have no titles. They owe no allegiance to a king or lord. They cannot serve one people. They must serve them all and protect them all. You are one of the 2 surviving Grey Wardens in Ferelden. You defend all of us, and much rests on your shoulders. It may not mean much to you, but thank you for having the courage to continue to fight.
I'll be ready when the time comes.
And that gives me hope.
Alright, Liliana.
Something I can help with?
Talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Do you miss anything about Orlais?
I miss Val Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent.
That's right. Val Royeaux, the capital of Orlais, is where the head of the chantry is. Is that all?
Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about the many splendors of Orlais, her golden fields, her lush meadows. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
What sort of things?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs, and shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see.
It's true.
Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes, living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
Oh, that's where you got the blue satin shoes from. That's why she got them. Well, what's so special about shoes?
Well, they're shoes. They're pretty. Some of them anyway. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Hence the blue satin shoes. Well, wouldn't that be hard to walk in?
I wouldn't want to run in it, or have to enter battle, but for lounging in a lady's sitting room? Perfect. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
At least they keep the cold out.
They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
Let's see if we can get the other one.
Something I can help with?
Let's talk to you about
Yes?
something.
What's on your mind?
Well, I heard Orlais minstrels are often spies.
Where did you hear this?
Someone told me this a long time ago.
And you believe everything you hear? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers, but some of them are what we call bards.
And what's the difference?
Many use the two words minstrel and bard interchangeably, but to do so in Orlais would cause misunderstanding. Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
Well, and what sort of... patron. What sort of patron?
Nobles, mostly. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
And you were a bard, weren't you?
I have revealed too much, it seems, but it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past.
Why were you living as a cloistered sister in Royal Ferelden? God, I cannot speak right now.
I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry, and when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here.
Here we go. Yeah.
Something I can help with?
It should be all... Yep, can you teach me to be a bard, but... Never mind. If that's how you learn how to be a bard, then he's who you learn how to be an assassin from.
Here I am.
Oh. Karen... Severin, how much do you like me? Oof, not very well. He might betray me. Oh.
How nice.
Yeah, I know. Here.
How nice.
Here.
How nice.
Here.
How nice.
Yeah, I know you don't like them.
I've a question.
But I got enough.
If I may.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Well, you could go if you wanted.
Could I? And what if I didn't wish to leave?
I could always use a friend.
Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Yes. Hey, Lister.
Look, before we go any further, I want to say something.
Oh, gosh.
I appreciate that you brought me to see my sister, and that you were there to talk me down after we left. You're a true friend. I just wanted to tell you that.
Well, thank you. Well, we're in this together, Alistair.
That we are. I have your back. You know that, right? Well, now that that's out of the way, ask away.
Nope, I'm good. Doggy. Ah, yes. Relieves himself. Oh, bye. Not gonna pet you after you pissed. Alright. Sven.
You
Sven.
called.
So will you not tell me why you were caged?
I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
That is true. And what do you mean by a weak mind?
That is complicated. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight.
I think I already
We made
asked
our way
this
across the
question.
Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
What happened to the others?
I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
And what did you do?
I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
And did the farmers know where it was?
They said they found me with nothing.
Question is, did you believe them?
I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
And you panicked over a lost blade?
That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Well, can we search for it?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Where did you fight the Darkspawn?
Near Lake Calenhad.
Well, we'll find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
Well, I got 4 approval, which means I haven't had that conversation before. Things are blending together. Yeah. Are you done, dog? Yep, okay. Let's screw off. I don't need you to continue to bark. You're good. Well, we will talk to Mort again, and I think end it there. We've completed Orzammer. We have 3 out of our 4 allies. 1 left. once we get our 4th ally, we can start to... How do we say? Head home. I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Nope, never mind. Let's see if we can do something personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Ah, such a romantic, I see.
There you go. God, the music gets really loud for that. Like, it blows the eardrums. Well, so what I'll do is head on out with the party to the final zone before we reach the end game. So basically what happens is I like to complete this mission here, which I'm about to do, and then run through some side missions. And that is going to the village of Haven, which you'll never see again in any other game, I promise. Never once again. I don't have the potions I need for the village of Haven. I think I should maybe... Yep, this is what I expected.
The dark spawn of
Yep, it's an actual fight.
against us. No quarter shall be given.
Get that arrow slaying properly. Got him. And got an achievement for heavy hitter.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
Comes to this, doesn't it?
Oh, some elves. Well, let's help the elves.
Continue.
Oh, we didn't help the elves in the slightest.
Let us do it quickly.
Do you really wish to be beaten by an old woman?
We need a moment of rest.
Thank you. There you go.
It shall be done. I will not fail. More the fools they.
Need to get closer. Boop.
No!
My magic will make short work of them. They're victorious.
As you can tell, we definitely saved the elves and some elf fruit. Nice. Shriek. Yeah, I don't need out death root extract. Thank you, Shriek. Actually, Alistair, what is your strength at? Is it high enough? No, it is not, but it is for me. We got ourselves a quartz, dead elves, more dead hurlocks. Ooh, nice. Yep. Silver,
It is
bloody
begun.
corpse. Gives me a deep mushroom, another bloody corpse, gives me an elf fruit. Nice. Hey look, one survived.
Our tribe fights for you, Warden.
Well, there's a lot of the tribe left, as I can see. Wonderful job, guys. I'm heading home. You guys got the rest of it. See you later, Wing Soul guy. Fuck. Yeah, I probably... What I should do is end it here. We made it here without an issue. I'm going to go grab some potions and get ready for the next one. You all have a wonderful day. I shall be signing off now. Bye for now.